What's going on, guys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another 7 Illusions Grand Cross video. For this video, it's going to be a very interesting gear guide based on SSR gear going to UR gear and talking about the total resources involved in actually upgrading an SSR piece and any SSR piece all the way up to UR gear on the Japanese version, and giving you an idea of what you need to save for as well as what you need to build for on the global version so that you can be prepared for it when it does come out. UR gear comes in approximately about chapter 9. In chapter 8, we get the training K, which allows us to get more resources and get anvils and hammers to fully upgrade our gear. And I believe chapter 9 is when we really start getting all that. So it's not too far away. Probably within the next few months we're going to have it. So this is a guide to help you out in structuring your path to getting UR gear for your character, so you know that you're building your gear efficiently and knowing exactly what really matters in gear. So guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright guys, so the UR gear that came out today was for Thur, and he just got UR gear. So what I did was I went ahead and I actually farmed out a bunch of gear and got it all ready, and actually have this random necklace that's already ready, and you can kind of see where it's at. So I'm going to be making a full set of UR gear. This is the symbol right here for defense, if you wanted to know. So you can see it right here again for the defense. This up here will be the symbol for attack, so if you see this again, that would be for attack. And then obviously health is just HP, so it makes it very easy. So those are the subsets I'm going to be going for Thur going forward, and you can kind of see what I'm going to be going for the main stat rolls. And I'm just going to go do a fast forward recording of this, so you can kind of see what we're going for and what you really should go for a full SSR set going to a UR set. I think I've pre-farmed enough bluestones to get this all done, and this gives you a kind of an idea of what people go for on the Japanese version for UR stuff. The defense roll on this one's probably the worst roll I have, but to be honest, 17 defense is not the worst thing in the world. That's why the right hand side gear doesn't matter as much for SSR gear. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a full recording of me upgrading all the SSR gear. So hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so the question we just got asked is, does the main stat roll on gear matter? The answer is yes. It will matter short term and long term. There are two reasons it's going to matter. The first reason it's going to matter, of course, right away, is that you're going to have less damage. So if we look at this gear piece right here on Japan, the minimum amount of gear setting we can get is 390 attack on any SSR piece for an SSR bracer. The maximum amount is 520. When I max out this gear, you can see I got an extra 720 stats, and then we got this other pink thing. Now this pink thing right here, this is the amount of stats we are going to get from UR gear. Now, what is UR gear? UR gear is upgraded from SSR gear. So you take your current SSR gear, and then when the current content reaches the point. This is why you +1. This is why you always +1 your fucking gear. Holy shit. Always +1. Oh my god. Where you're able to upgrade to UR gear, stamp any type of SSR gear with a specific stamp, which will give more stats for only a specific character. You'll notice that this pink statement right here is at 394 extra stats. If we took the 720 plus the 502, that would give us our main stat roll up here. And the extra 394 we're getting is from the character's chat stamp for Bond, who is stamped in his own gear. And you'll notice that it is working because it will have a symbol up here. That now we only get 394 and not the maximum amount, which is 400, because the maximum amount 400 would be if I had 520 on the main stat roll. So I'm going to go ahead and go to a different character. Let's see, I'm going to put Bond's gear on Meliodas so you can kind of see. This little highlighted stamp thing, that will not be activated because I have it on there. And then we're going to go ahead and put on his gear. You can see it does get activated when I move that. So now if I open his gear up and I try to figure it out, I now have a complete maxed out bracer, which will give me the total amount, which is 400 extra stats on your character. So that is exactly why it is important for you to actually only level up very high rolls on your maxed out SSR gear, because it's going to matter short term and long term. Guys, so we are now a full SSR set. It literally took about 45 minutes for me to go from 0 star on 5 pieces to 5-star 5+ on all pieces, so it takes a while. Netmarble, if you wanted to address this, it's gonna take a while. Please speed this process up. It took 45 fucking minutes to do this. Please. We're gonna re-roll all the gear, and on the Japanese version as well as now the global version, there is an auto feature here where you're able to like pick whatever substat you want to roll for. I'm just gonna keep it at 2%, and we're gonna make sure it's on anvils and get rid of the diamonds and only use anvils. You hit OK, and then you just hit go. And this one now it will automatically just keep rolling for attack on your anvil rolls until you get the substat rolls that you want in order to make it good. I just make sure it's at 2% because at 2% I'm okay and I'll be fine. Anything below 2% is below average. So for attack rolls, defense rolls, and HP rolls, you get anywhere between a 1% roll to a 3% roll. So the middle roll percentage is 2%. Anything that you think, if you think that 1.5% is the middle roll, it's actually not. It's actually a very, very low roll. So 2% or above is very good. Unfortunately, the chances of you getting a 2% or above roll is actually kind of low. So if you look at the overall chances, it's a 1 in 4 chance that you get a roll that is going to be the correct roll you want. And then to make sure if it's below 2%, that's basically a 1 in 8% chance. And it's to go above 2% chance, it's a 1 in 8% chance. So for every gear roll that you're doing, there's a 12.5% chance in total that you get a 2% or above roll. That means it's about 8 re-rolls per gear substat that you're gonna need to get in order to have above 2% rolls. You can see here mine, it took me 11 rolls to get this done, and that's how long it's gonna take. So let's do the total math on what it would cost to upgrade an SSR piece fully from no rolls at all, and give you the idea of what it would take in anvils to get rolls. Now obviously, if you start an SSR piece, you're going to start with a little bit more, but let's just go over what it would take in an SSR piece from nothing. So if each piece is going to take 8 rolls, and each roll, it costs 5 anvils, that's 8 times 5, which is going to be 40 anvils. Now you need to do 5 rolls per piece, which is times 5 again. That's 200 anvils per piece. And if you multiply that times 6 pieces of gear, that's a total of 1,200 anvils that you're going to need in total to max out every single roll on your entire set. Now obviously you're going to have at least 1 or 2, maybe even 3 or 4 rolls that you're going to have initially. This is gives you a starting point of what you're going to need. Basically, we basically have gotten full rolls on everything. So here's the full rolls that I have here. I've gotten 2% rolls or above on my bracer. I got 2% or above rolls on my ring, which is very well rolled. I already had this one pre-rolled before, so I'm just gonna I just brought this over from a different gear set. We got 2% or above rolls on the belt, which actually was very, very well done. And then of course we have 2% or above rolls, except for this one roll on the orb. And I actually just ran out of anvil, so I had to go buy more. And then I actually just got whatever defense roll that I got here. So that's basically where I'm at as far as this particular set. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and UR this. And you can see I spent about, started this about 136 million gold, and right now we're down to 119,000 or so. I spent about 800,000 on the gear gacha, so we can say I spent about, let's see, what is that? We'll probably spend about 20 million gold by the end of this. So let's go over here. I'm gonna go over to Merlin. Now Merlin has this thing called stamping, and stamping allows you to improve the UR gear that you've made with whatever you wanna do. So I'm gonna go over here. Let's go find out where that bracer is. I believe it was this 12.9% bracer that I have here that I believe is on Thur. Let me just go double check that. So I'm gonna go ahead and write down my rolls here. So if I go back to her, so it was 11.2, so I even got that wrong. So you just wanna make sure that you have the right piece on before you do anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to go to the 11.2% roll here. Yes, and then I'm over here, you can see to provide 395%, plus 395 attack. Then we're gonna go over and find Thur, who just got added to UR gear. Bam, and now Thur is gonna get an extra 395 from this. It's gonna take, you can see I spent, each SSR piece I believe takes 15 blue stones to max out, and each one of these is for upgrading from SSR plus 5 to UR is gonna take another gear crystal. This is gonna be a 6-star gear crystal, which is essentially 6 gear crystals. So instead of being 15 for every piece, it now goes up to 21 per piece. And you also require to have these purple stones, which you get out of the training cave, and they're very, very sparse. If you are a pay-to-play player, though, you get a lot more of these. So I'm going to go ahead and start just awakening my gear from SSR to UR on Thur here, and we'll get a full set for him. I believe it was 10.8% for him for this one. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure. It doesn't really matter. This is 10.9, 10.8. I'll just basically, if it's the wrong one, then I'll just move the gear around and we'll have it done. But that should be fine. Okay, so there's Thur again. Bam. You with UR. Yes. Boom. Okay, and then we're gonna do the next one. Okay, we go over the belt, which is I think was 12.7. Yep, we're gonna do that one. Great. And go over to Thur. Yes, and then hit this. Boom. Now he has UR gear done. Bam. Left hand side is done for UR gear. Okay, now we're gonna go to the right hand side for Thur, which I think I'm just gonna go ahead and double check his UR gear stuff. And we're gonna make sure that we're doing the right pieces. If I missed a piece and I screwed up, then I'm just gonna move it over to Thur, which is no big deal. Did I get the right ones? Yes, we get the whole left side done. So this is gonna be 13.2, 9.5, and 11.2. So defense rating, which was 13.5. 13.4 is probably right, whatever. Okay, then we're gonna go over to Thur, yes. And he's getting an extra 200 attack from this one. Bam. And then we're gonna go to the next one, which was 9.5, I believe. This one here. And then we're gonna go to Thur. Bam. Now Thur has that one done. And then the last one was an HP orb, which I believe had like 11.2. This one, it's 11.1, 11.2. So I think it's this one. I don't actually know. Is it this one or this one? 11.2? We're just gonna do this one. Fuck it. Hopefully it's the right one. All right. Bam. Now we have a full UR set acquired for Thur. Hopefully it's all the right pieces. Otherwise I'll play the Bring Around the Rosie. You basically just keep going back to your gear sets and try to find the right one if you got it wrong. But hopefully I got it all more right. Do I win? I messed up the ring. So we're gonna give it to Escanor's gear set. All right, so there we go. There is a full UR set for Thur. He's now at 45,000 combat class, 10,244 attack, 7,210 HP, and now 121,995 HP. So overall, he's an okay Thur, not like top tier or anything, but definitely since full UR, it will help out a lot. But having a full UR set definitely does help out. The percentage rolls will help a lot bit more when I get them a little bit upgraded a little bit more. And if I do want to like improve the rolls a little bit further, we have an anvil event right now, so if I want to do that, I could upgrade the rolls. I probably will upgrade like an HP roll from like 2.5 up to give him a little bit more. So if I pop this on the anvil here, try to get this up, boom, here's a hammer going from 2.5 to 2.7. So you don't get huge stat gains out of hammers, you get a very minor stat gain. So if you wanted to use hammers, they're very valuable for improving the rolls, and that's how I do that. But this is now a full UR gear set Thur, and we're going to continuously work on the Thur, and hopefully we'll have him up to about probably about 48,000 by the end of the week if I can get my rolls up to about 14% or so. So that's how you do that. So you can see my total gold now is about 115. So the total gold cost for that is about 20 million gold, I want to say, for going from base SSR up to full UR. And of course, I didn't do one of the SSR pieces, so I would say about 23 million gold, maybe 25 million gold total. Really depends on your luck. SSR pieces take about 4 to 6 million gold to upgrade, so if you're really lucky, it'll be a lot less. But like and then you get the extra 500,000 for UR. So I'd probably say it's about somewhere between 23 to 27 million that you'll be spending on a full set of gear from start to finish, and somewhere between 800 to 1,200 anvils that you'll be spending to reroll your gear substats. So that's really what you should be looking for a full SSR gear set from start to finish. Overall, I think the Thur came out pretty well. Obviously not as good as my other UR sets, but overall, I mean, I'm pretty happy with these stats here for him. I will probably try to get him to closer to about 140,000 HP if I can works out. And let's go ahead and see how he looks with some friends. So here's how a Thur would look with a kind of global friendly team. I obviously don't have gear on the side guys right here, but this right here is basically where Thur will be looking. Right now, this Merlin, if you did not know, has full UR gear. If you saw my Merlin showcase, I'll show you the gear that she has on. Is adding an extra 1275 attack, an extra 840 defense, an extra 1,117 HP, and some about a little bit less than 19% critical chance. So I believe what I could do on Thur is get him to about 150,000 HP. With about 8,300 defense and maybe 8,700 defense if I max there, and then his attack will probably be a little about 12-5, all said and done. So that's basically what I could get for Gothur with a full UR set. It's pretty similar to what you would get for Blue King. Blue King has a little bit more stats on his kit, but Gothur obviously is a better unit in general. So that's basically what Gothur will look as a UR set. All right, guys. Well, my name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took about 2 hours and plus of recording to get this video condensed down to this format. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comment section down below exactly what you would want to see next as far as videos go. And of course, like and subscribe to the channel, notify guys, all that stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Peace.